have you found conference so far?
Well, I've been in this morning to basically visit the stalls and things, and obviously follow the conference from a distance. There's been some wonderful people there. We're talking to various union stalls and other campaign groups and things, and a very nice chat with people from the Palestine Solidarity Campaign and Cuba, and campaigning against the arms trade, and people that are doing a lot of good campaigning work, and then a bit at the CWU.
There was some chat this morning going around about how some of the more left-wing groups have been sort of edged out of conference this year. Do you think that's true?
Well, there are more corporate spaces in the exhibition area than I remember in the past, and far smaller spaces for the campaigns. And I think the Labour movement must remember that the lifeblood of our movement are often quite small campaigns that raise issues and raise consciousness and understanding. Thinking back a very long time ago, there used to be a stall campaigning for the idea of a minimum wage, not then supported by the unions or the Labour Party. It's now a central theme of policy. Nobody in the Labour movement would ever say you shouldn't have a minimum wage, for example. Okay, it's not enough, I accept that. So there's that. I think there needs to be more space given to people to bring up ideas and debate. And I was talking to a woman this morning who is a carer who was very pleased about the care component of the last manifesto. And she said, "Thank you very much." I said, "But by the way, I didn't write it." She said, "No, I wrote that bit because I sent that in as a submission, which you incorporated in the manifesto." Thank you.
In Andrew Fisher's manifesto?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And so she felt correctly empowered by what she had done. We've all benefited from her ideas. That's how it works.
It's quite nice, isn't it? What did you think about, I don't know if you've heard that Royal Mail are looking at not recognising the CWU anymore as their union. They've got quite a big stand at Labour conference.
If they don't recognise a union, they shouldn't be in the hall. At the moment, they still do recognise the CWU, but the Royal Mail group seem to be forcing the whole thing into a sort of trial of strength on union rights and union recognition. They're obviously alarmed at the very high level of union membership in Royal Mail and the ability of the Communication Workers Union to communicate with its members and mobilise, so these very high turnout in votes and the decisions they've taken. And so I think Royal Mail should think they benefited from privatisation. This is the top management. They are paid huge salaries. They are making a huge amount of profits. A lot of postal workers are very stressed at the levels of productivity they're expected to achieve, the increased time they're expected to work, the changes in their conditions that are coming down the line. Mail workers are part of our lives and our community. We need to think about that. And so if we allow Royal Mail to get away with all this, then it damages, obviously, the interests of those workers. It damages our communities as well.
What do you see your role at Labour conference as?
Me, I'm doing a lot of events and meetings and interviews and so on. I'm speaking tonight at the Tribune rally, which is a very big event. My role is to meet up with often very old friends, make new friends, and listen to a lot of people on the different issues and campaigns they bring up and their ability to campaign in and represent their communities. Because to win an election, Labour has got to not just have, I believe, very strong economic policies about redistributing power and wealth, but also got to capture the mood of the activists in this country. And these are people who come out, campaign for nurseries, for parks, for hospitals, for schools, for green industrial revolution, ending homelessness, all that sort of thing. People who put themselves out there with vision, they should be welcomed and supported, not chased away as being a nuisance.
This is the last question. How was your Ford report framed? Did it go well? Was it well received?
Very well indeed. Absolutely packed out. So we had to close the doors for reasons of safety of those that came, and we had it online as well. So the hall was completely full, and we had a very wide range of people with their different experiences who had worked with me in both election campaigns and in my office. They were very honest assessments of what went on, and they had criticisms of the nature of the Ford report, saying on the one hand this, on the one hand that. They made the point that ours was an elected leadership, elected on a manifesto of changing the party.